Well, if you liked our corn chopping videos, don't forget to like and subscribe. We still got 5th cut and snappage coming. Well, today it's Sunday. We are on the little corn bunk today. My sister came. She's packing with the other 8480, and she's packing because today is Josh's and Stan's day off, so they're not here today. That would normally be pushing and packing. So we had to flip a couple people around, and we're making it work. But right now I'm pushing. I think later Ferdy's gonna push, and I'll run the truck again. But it is what it is, and we're hoping today we'll be done chopping corn, and then we'll probably tarp it tomorrow. And then all we have left to do this year after we get corn done is snappage, which is just chopping but with a picker head, so we only chop the ears, and then we have 5th cut. So let's get to it. Well, another day. Pushing up top right here is very nice, because I would have to otherwise climb like a 10-foot hill from the bottom and push all the feet up it. Right here I push about like 2 feet up, and then I can push it to the end, and then the front of the bunk we make as steep as we can. That way it's just like only straight up tires, and the top we can sand. We just do it like that on there, and being able to push off the top, we can make it even steeper than if we had to climb it, because we'll just, when we cover this bunk, we'll just drive around and cover it backwards pretty much. So it works out pretty good. I do wish this tractor had duals just for pushing. I don't need them for anything else, but when you're pushing, the extra traction would definitely be nice. Well, we just got done Enosburg. We are going to be going to Richford. We got a little bit more out there. We want to make normal corn. A lot of it is going to be snappage. But Philip brought a little dinky load. I think there's one more dinky load coming out to finish up another section. The corn bunk is filling up pretty good. I think Luke is coming over to hop in with me. Yeah, he is. All smiles. He's coming in to hop in with me for a little bit till the chopper gets back here, and then they'll head out to Richford with the chopper, and then I might hop in the truck and Ferdy might push for a little bit. Hop in my whip. Yes, sir. Nice and nice and roomy. Well, we're out in the field. I think this is Luke's last load for the day. He's got some other plans. Oh, he's got to get it for the gram. Look at him. He's going. Nah, he's telling me to keep going. Christoph's waiting. But look at the trees today. They're really popping. Vermont foliage. Full send out here. Trying to hold this, shift it, and full send. Be completely full, rounded full at least, but it's pretty full because we're pushing it onto this box. And then I think we might have one last field behind the bunk, or behind the barn. And then that'll be it. That'll be it for corn chopping. And then the rest is going to be snappage. Well, we're getting ready to pull out on the road. is rough. They're planning on ripping it all off and making it nice and smooth, so that'll be nice. Parking it out of the way for now because we're all done using this trailer, but I will say this 40-foot trailer is a lot easier to back up than our 26-footer just because it's longer. It doesn't kick as fast, so I do like that. Put her out of the way and then we'll probably have to bring her back tomorrow.
At least you'll be able to get to the end and rest up. Next year he's gonna have the MX 120 on that side dump, on that little wagon. Year after that, we'll have to have a live body, a live chain trailer for him on the 200.
Christoph just had the camera to do a little recording. I'm running Alex's truck right now because we're in the last field. We're in the last field right behind the house that we want to make normal corn, and the tractor trailer kind of has a tough time getting into this field, and it's really close, so we're just running 2 trucks, so I don't need it anyways. He did some recording from inside the cab. He doesn't like to talk, so I think he just recorded some stuff. That's fine. I get a little bit of in the chopper view. But you can see on the ground, there's a bunch of ears. I'm hoping you guys can see that. But that's because this corn is too dry. And this corn, we were actually supposed to make it picking corn, but we wanted to actually put this into the bunk because the bunk wasn't as full as we want it to be, and we'd rather make sure we have all the corn we need instead of all the snaplage we want to make, because the corn's more important. So we're going to throw this bunk in there too to make sure that bunk is as full as we want it, and then everything else will be snaplage but this bunk. And if our corn was always this dry like you would have it for picking, we'd lose a lot of ears on the ground, because as you can see right there, the whole head, it throws the corn forwards kind of, and it does a tossing motion, and the ears will fall down right in front of it because the corn's moving around a lot before it's into the header. As if in a picking head, which does it when the corn's really dry, it doesn't touch the corn until it's pulling it straight down, and if the ear falls off in that motion, it goes into the teeth that are pulling it in. So it's not a big of a deal that the ears are so weak when it's so dry. And that's another reason corn needs to be a little bit greener when you're chopping, just because the ears will have more strength to stay on the stalk, and you don't lose as much, because you lose a lot of grain if you're losing ears like that when you're chopping. I do like Alex's truck, it has AC. Now I do love driving this truck, even though I don't get to drive it a lot, because it has the N14 Cummins in it. And you can't ever get over this Jake. Just can't beat that Jake. I don't care. The cat just does not sound like that. The biggest super trucker on the farm, Marcus, getting loaded up. He's been here this whole field. I mean, he's doing just as many trips as me. He's gonna have to do a lot of extra trips to do the same amount of volume, but he's a hauling. Never too much Jake braking. but this is the last chopping. Philip's dumping his last load. Just got her emptied out. Close that tailgate, can't forget that. But don't you think that I was the last load. There's only one person that is allowed to haul the last load on the farm. And if you haven't guessed it, come on, it's Marcus. Last load of 2020. Oh yeah.